Welcome back for the back nine.
This is just such a pretty hole. It's just nice down on the bottom in this nice grass. I love playing holes in the woods that have grass.
Uh-oh. A little turned over.
That flipped on him, and he was not expecting that disc to move right.
Yeah, just like you said, the one thing you don't want to do is go right.
Yeah, that's a bad area over there. I don't think he rented up OB, but it's not a fun place to play.
Kick at the end. I saw the disc at the very end from the catch cam.
Yeah, he was down right on the edge of the creek, or the edge of the line, if I remember.
Well, you had some nice body English there.
Yeah, I gotta keep it out of the woods as best you can. You know, that always helps when you lean.
At least makes you feel better.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're doing something. Oh, there you go.
Very nice ground play.
Yeah.
Should give both of you guys a good angle.
Slightly wondering if that was going to get into the woods or not off the tee. Well, that's a little early.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think he got through, though.
Yeah, he did get a decent enough kick. At least he wasn't OB.
Yeah, I think that's where we were standing on it, trying to figure out if he was bounced or not. It was close enough, it didn't matter. It's like, I'm pretty sure you're on the line.
Nice shot.
Oh, I think that was probably the best shot I've thrown the whole tournament.
Yeah, because that's where you want to be on this hole is, pin high left.
Yes.
Ooh, that tree hit might have saved him.
It's hard to commit to that full turnover.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just low.
It's like a little inside.
Yes. But got away with it. No, I forget. Did he went OB on that one? That's right.
That's where it pinches down right there.
Yeah, I forget how close it gets over there by that side of the fairway.
Tree loving there.
Yeah, you at least have some protection putting from this side. You're probably not going to roll OB, but give it a run and have something to stop you.
Yeah, Nathan hit that pinch point right there. Whoa! Wowzers. Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever threed it from that tee pad before. Static to get that hole. And this is hole 11, all uphill the whole way of 197 feet. Most of this hole is trying to miss these 2 or 3 trees at the top of the hill. You can go, probably a lot of guys will throw sidearm in this just to get up the hill faster, but you're mostly just hoping to get up here and not take an unfortunate kick and roll backwards down the hill. You hope to be the first one up the hill so you can breathe when you're putting. This is definitely the workout side of the course where you're walking up this hill.
You talked to it this time.
Hey!
It didn't look quite as centered as
Exactly.
yesterday. You're like, oh, I know what that one's doing.
We don't have to say anything. Ben and I are talking enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a nice little hole. You see it at 197, 200 feet or whatever it is. You feel like you should just get it, but this the camera angle does not show how much uphill this really is.
Very nice overhand there.
You're a good 40, 50 feet uphill from the tee pad. Parked it with that overhand. I don't know how he gets it to bend back at the right time, but he does every time on this hole pretty much. I think this sidearm really is the correct play if you have it.
Yeah.
I think it's just the best shot.
Flying backwards, yeah.
I think the overhand just takes the hill out of it. You know, it might.
Yeah, overhand takes away the hill, but I think that sidearm opens up the gap on this left side the best if you have
That's
it.
right. Yep.
Hurry, because going up that left side of this tee pad will make
A
it
little
so
bit of a
much easier
roll.
to get left of that tree.
Yeah. Just a bit of an errant tee shot.
Sit.
No, quit it.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Don't go in there. Just don't do that. Okay.
Oh.
The only bonus is it didn't turn left and go all the way to the tee pad, but that's really not much of a bonus.
Yeah. Also, if you go about 50 feet left of where he was putting from, there's a pretty steep drop off.
Oh, I forgot about the ravine drop off over there.
There's a
I
big
didn't even
ravine
think
over
about
there.
that. The only bonus for the rest of us is with Nathan having to do that, we had enough time to recover and breathe by the time we got
Yeah.
to the shots.
Suck in some oxygen after climbing the hill.
Yes. It's a hell of a hill.
Yes.
Video does not do it justice of how much of a hill that is. I mean, you go up 50, 60 feet in maybe 100 feet of distance.
That was one of the only good thing about my first.
Hole 12, par 3, 279 feet. Just a nice little tunnel shot all the way down. Very narrow, got a ceiling to contend with as well. Once you do get to the green, it has a little bit of a drop off right past the green, or right past the basket, and a nice open putting area with maybe 1 or 2 guardian trees for the putting green.
It was just a nice little par 3 with these straight tunnel shots.
Very
Kinda.
nice.
Yeah, this one, I think everybody's probably throwing either a putter or a mid. Might step up to the mid just because of the ceiling. Kind of keeps you from throwing the putter high enough.
Yeah. Was that a comment for you threw?
Yeah, that was a comet. Used to be putters here, but not quite as far anymore. Oh yeah, that looked good. Yeah,
Very
that's a
nice.
good shot by Harper. He knew that one pretty fast. And this shot looked perfect, and then caught some sort of random branch and threw it sideways.
I was just about to say the same thing. It looked straight down the middle out of his hand.
He caught one of these like weird hanging branches off the side, and it just pulled it over and made it turn right.
Wow.
But he made the putt.
Nice
He-
recovery.
Oh yeah, that was a good putt to make after that, because he really thought he threw it very, very well. Yeah, get some birdies and move along on this hole. We have just Ben cleaning up his par. He was the only one that didn't have quite the best tee shot, but no harm, no foul on that one. All right, hole 13, a 499-foot par 4. You start off up on top of this hill, and you're trying to throw a little turnover or a right-moving shot to land into this little landing zone about 250 feet short of the pin, and then work your way down the hill and then back a little left as this green is tucked in. You're mostly just trying not to get caught into the thick rough left or right on this hole, because it can eat you alive, because even this green is a little sneaky on the rollaway factor. I love watching people go for this hole, but not many people are going to go for this tee shot.
Oh.
No, yeah, I see most people doing either a putter, just like you threw off the tee pad, or maybe a mid-range, but it is very fun to see somebody catch a driver just perfect all the way down.
Yeah, I so want to just get video and watch it over and over when
Oh,
someone
yeah.
never had a chance to see.
The only time that I've ever seen somebody do it firsthand was in doubles, where your partner, threw a putter to the middle, and you just get to unleash on one.
Because I think both Nathan and
Oh, that was so
Ben are
close.
going bigger on this tee shot just to try to get down there.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he's throwing a Firebird here. Or something,
Yeah, it looks like a Sexton. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Good tree. Great layup.
Great second shot or second tree.
Yeah, it was kicked it to a good spot. I'm back here in La La Land, but not bad. Just didn't throw the tee shot far enough.
Yeah.
Nice tree.
Yeah, oh, it's down there. I'll take it on this one. Let's just get away from this hole. After we watched Clint had a interesting one on this one, unfortunately, first round.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
That was a good shot by Harper down there. That's kind of the plays. You can just throw it straight without trying to make it really work back to the basket. Just take the 25, 30 footer.
Nice upshot there from Ben.
Or you park it. That's even easier.
A little hot. Not too bad. Whoa!
I was surprised this one went in.
Great
I was just
goodness.
kind of set it through the gap and it went in. But
Yeah. Like a floaty semi-run that just accidentally went in.
yes, it was pretty much the half a bid hit the gap and not put it too hard, and it just hooked right back in. You never complain when those go in.
No.
Hey, it's a good birdie by Harper. That was definitely not the way I would think about getting a birdie on this hole.
Yeah. Let's take some notes down for next year.
Yeah.
Missed my putter short. Crazy upshot, and then bang a putt from in the woods.
Bang a 50-footer through the woods. Got it.
Hole 14, par 3, 246 foot. The creek wraps all the way around the green on this one. Have a couple of trees to deal with off the tee, but there's two pretty substantial gaps, one to the right and one to the left. I think most of the guys last time took the right gap. But nice open green to putt with once you get there.
I love this hole, and it's in a nice spot kind of late in the round where you'd like to get this one, but that tree right there.
Yep.
Nothing's going right, so I'm just gonna.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was much better than last round on this. That looked like the shot we were watching the card behind us first round park it after we all messed it up.
The old guys showing y'all up.
Yep. Let's see if this stays up. Oh, that's fine. A little long, but it's out the creek. You're fine with that.
Yep.
I think Ben usually plays a slightly straighter line, if I remember, than the full out wide right line. He goes a little inside. There you go.
Nice ground play.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
I'm not 1,000% sure exactly how I use it, but I've been watching and seen enough, and I've thrown it just enough.
Very nice.
There you go. It's another good shot.
Bang.
Yeah, he knew that one was in from when he let go. He didn't stop moving from when he putted. That's a good make.
Very nice.
There's a much better version of this hole by us this time than first round on our card.
Yeah, went from a star par to star birdie.
Yes. And three of us were on the card first round. Hole 15, 187-foot par 3. This is that little guy you want to get, but can just annoy you when you try to get up here and don't get around this big tree and get up by the pin. You feel bad when you don't park it, but it is a nice little par 3. And now time for the hole that pisses everybody off on the course.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
And this tee pad is set just enough in a slightly weird area where this sidearm feels slightly uncomfortable because you're forcing it kind of right at these first couple of trees. That's the sound of that hole.
Yep. That's that tree.
Yeah. It's just a frustrating little hole. It's great, but it's so short you feel like you should park it. And when you don't park it, you just feel like you threw a bad shot, even though you're only 25 feet away half the time. That one looks good. Oh yeah, that stayed up there nice. Harper's in the land of, he's just got every weird spot yet so far this round for still playing halfway decent. Frustration is starting to show.
Just a little.
I mean, he is young, so I completely understand getting frustrated.
It died and it like sinking in right there. And it's sinking.
It takes time to get past some of the aggravation during some of these rounds when you feel like you're going to play well and just can't quite get it together. But he's a good competitor.
No change. There's a 1 mile per hour putt that just like rocketed off the freaking pole, dude. That was insane.
Hole 16, par 5, 700 feet. Very narrow, very skinny the whole way. Most of these guys are going to try to go across the creek on the tee shot. If you can keep it straight and in the middle of the fairway, you'll be able to throw a full shot on your second shot. That's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to attack the green is to be able to throw a full second throw. The fairway right here is a little bit narrow as you approach the green and a little bit of open area once you actually get to the green.
Somehow we ended up with a tailwind on this tee shot.
Wow, I wouldn't think there would be that much wind on this hole.
Well, and I couldn't make up my mind how to play it, and I ended up not really deciding. And Ben and I both drifted left, unfortunately.
Now, are both of y'all across the creek there?
I feel like he ended up short and I ended up left.
Just a little. Missed the one.
That's a much better shot.
Very nice tree.
It's good reaction to kick him. That's in a prime landing zone right there where he ended up. You can go for the eagle from there.
Very nice shot.
Yeah. Oh, he just got no skip. Yeah, you can see, I think this is me down there. You can barely see my disc.
Yeah, but I can see the mantis, but not you.
I was down in the land of I don't want to be there.
Uh-oh.
I was actually trying to flick roller and I thought I had it, but didn't.
Got a old loud wallop off that one.
I was just happy to not be OB. We were both in the spot we don't really want to land ever.
Still progressed pretty good on that one.
Yeah, just made good progress. Harper, unfortunately, just got stopped on his shot. Otherwise, he would have been way up the hill.
Nice shot.
He went through a lot. He went up that inside left, but he got way up there. This managed to get farther than I was thinking was going to happen. I just want to get a par and get off the course on this hole.
Yeah.
That looks pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't draw up 2 back-to-back forehands when you scouted out this hole.
Yeah, no, that was not how I want to do that hole ever. Nathan got himself up there. He's going to have an eagle putt on this hole. I got up past the basket. Oh.
After 2012 into 2013 when
3 forehands in a row. I think we're witnessing history right here.
After last year's injury on my hand, I definitely play a bunch more short up shots on sidearm than I did before.
Nice. Aw, man.
He was not short, which is the good thing when you have an
That's
eagle
right,
putt. You
yep.
hate to be short on an eagle putt.
Of course. Nice birdie.
I know Harper wanted to make that long eagle putt.
Nice par cleanup.
And this is hole 17. We're playing a straight shot, get up here to the right and get up this gap and just get near this green. There's a couple of different options of a straight, a left, and a right shot. But you can see as you get up near this green, you're just looking to hyzer back into this basket at the end. And you'd like your 2 to finish late in your round here on this one to get a birdie. The cleanest line is all the way out to the right. So you can play this kind of one inside of the outside line. I think that's what Nathan.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
You did call it. See, this is how you ace.
Nah.
You say you're gonna ace, and then you ace.
He was talking about it coming up with this hole that he was going to ace. He was due for an ace on the day like today.
Wow, that is awesome.
He missed the eagle on the last hole, but he got it on the next hole.
Oh my god, no. Good shot.
You just skipped one hole to get your.
Little long, but he got up there. Whenever you follow an ace, you're just hoping to not hit the first tree available.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So Harper kind of juiced it a little bit to miss him, I think.
Now, is that the banger zone that you threw there?
Yes, that is the banger zone. It gives me a little something to throw backhand. I struggle throwing the regular zones backhand on anything other than just a dump hyzer,
Yeah,
because I'm so used to having a banger top on them.
gotcha.
But it's definitely, it went in the bag last year. And it's pretty much a permanent fixture in the bag now.
Oh, I'm sure with that banger top on it, keeping in the comfort zone.
Yes, it does. Like keeps me in my comfort zone. What it feels correct in my hand.
Hole 18, par 5, 640 feet. The first half of this fairway, you want to end up right past this big tree in the middle. Anywhere past this big tree and still stay in the middle, you're going to be able to throw a full second shot. As you approach the green, the fairway narrows down and then opens up once you actually get to the green.
Yeah, playing this hole as the par 4, there will not many birdies on this hole this weekend,
Yeah.
probably.
That's right. I want to say there was either 3 or 4.
There wasn't many for the weekend, probably.
Yeah.
It's not the kick you on this hole, early right. But he got himself an ace on the last hole. He can't be too mad about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Harper wants to just absolutely rip a tee shot right now. He's had a bit of frustration this round. This is about the only place you can rip on this whole course. Oh, that was looking good too. Still not
Yeah,
bad area.
exactly. At least it rolled to the right. Yeah, that give you a better angle at least.
That's out on the outside line, but not bad.
Now, what were you throwing there? Was it a nuke?
No, that was a crank. I haven't
okay.
thrown any drivers all day, really, so it's kind of hard to line up and rip on this one right off the bat.
Nice ground play.
That's a good spot right there. Nathan's definitely having to scramble on this one. From where he was, that was pretty damn good. It just kept fighting its way down there farther than you would have thought.
Definitely took some distance.
Harper's just a little back of where you'd like to be, but with his power, he can still get way out there.
Oh, wow, heard the snap on that one.
And he kind of pulled it a little bit, but it kind of got tangled up on this right side. Not bad.
Yeah, looks like just outside of circle 2.
Yeah.
You're just chipping down.
Yeah, I got no angle here. There's no reason to throw away what's being a pretty good round by taking a 6 or something stupid here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially when you weren't that far off the fairway anyway.
No, I was far enough back. It was going to be a hard shot to actually do something impressive. Well, that was
Nice up from Ben.
Yeah, the fact Nathan got to here from where he was pretty damn good with that roller.
Oh, yeah.
Zone. Oh yeah, get in.
Get it.
What are you doing with that disc?
Golfer alive.
What are you doing with that thing?
That thing is magical.
My goodness.
He almost threw it in 2 holes in a row. That would have been pretty cool.
Wow.
He did not miss it by much.
God, that'd have been a heck of a way to finish a round with an ace and a throw-in birdie.
Yes. It looked so good out of his hand, too. That's kind of where Harper ended up with, out in kind of no man's land, but still runnable.
Come on, view right to left wing.
And there's a little more breeze blowing this kind of the end of this round than we had really at all during the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember round 4 was probably the most wind we had all weekend.
And you're not exposed very much on this course except for a few spots.
Oh,
that was dirty.
No.
Forgot about that. Yeah, he got most of our crappy luck. He ended up with all of it for the most part.
Man.
He did not deserve that spit out at all, because that was a good putt.
Sir.
It's just that slightly elevated basket does some weird things to it, unfortunately.
After round 3, MJ at 31, Ben Wolff and Nathan Johnson at 25, Broden at 24, Rico at 23 with Harper, Wynn at 21, Allen at 20, Martin and Josiah at 19. We'll see you guys for round 4.